Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. It is so good to see you here today. My name is Ranita and I like to do makeup swatches, tutorials, reviews. I get into lifestyle, mental health, and I also do Ipsy, Boxy Charms, unboxings every single month. Sometimes I try on the products as well and give you my thoughts. But anyway, today what I wanted to do is a Christmas makeup look, and I wanted to go and use this really beautiful palette. This is the Adept Inspired Palette. I didn't have a chance to actually use the Adept Inspired Palette when I was in the US, and I actually carried it in the packaging with me to Malaysia because I was so worried about, whether this palette was going to actually stay like in good condition. I was worried about the shades breaking, and the shades actually were in perfect condition. It looks like it's absolutely brand new. So I do have the palette over here and I'm really excited about it. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna look at the palette in this video. There'll be some product shots, and I thought that I would just do a chatty tutorial with you. So we're just going to do one look today, and I will do more tutorials as we get into like other looks and everything. If you're interested in seeing my Christmas look for today, plus how I'm going to be like styling it with the dress and everything, then stick around because I thought that that would also be pretty fun for this particular month. So let's get into that. I can't wait to actually show you the look that I'm going to create. First things first, I'm going in with my ULAC eyebrow kit. So I'm going to just go and get my eyebrows on. And then after that, I'm going to essentially start my look. So the ULAC kit can be purchased on their website if that's something you're interested in doing. And if you use my code, then you get free shipping. ULAC had better deals, like initially. I don't know what happened to them. They used to give like a 40% discount. And then one day it was just like, oh yeah, no more discounts, nothing, just free shipping, which was so disappointing because their products are actually really nice. Like, I really liked everything that I have tried from ULAC. They have beautiful lip glosses. They've got really nice lip sticks, and I think they've even gone into eyeshadow lately, and I was pretty intrigued by the eyeshadow. I was thinking, yeah, I would actually really like to try that out. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean it up a bit, but we're basically going to go in with the eyeshadow base as well now. Even though I haven't seen a lot of people describe this as a winter palette, but those colors in there really remind me not just of winter, but of Christmas in itself, because, they just look like pretty tinsel balls, like just hanging all over the tree. And I just like the fact that they've also given us some really nice mattes to go along with the shades. So I really couldn't resist getting the Inspired palette. I've been wanting to pick it up for a very long time and try it out, and today is that day, and I'm so excited about that. But this palette really looks incredible, and if it's anything like Sumerian Sunset, which I did review, I did 4 looks and tested out all the shades and everything, I'm going to absolutely love it. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Alter Ego base because I feel like there are some mattes here and we're going to be using the mattes, but I think that since the Alter Ego base is tinted, it's going to make those mattes show up even better on my skin, and that's exactly what I want right now. So let's just go and add this on. So my base is tinted blue because the last shade that I actually used was actually blue, so I'm just cleaning that off. But I don't think it should affect the color too much. So the base has basically dried on my eyes, and I think that we are ready to actually go in with our shade. So I'm going in with the first one, which is going to be a matte shade. It's called Edward Rasmus, and I'm going to be applying that right here. And wow, that's incredible. I'm wondering if I even needed that white base because it was It was so pigmented when I got that on. I think I'm gonna need a floofier brush, to be honest. But yeah, for now, let's just start with this. I'm just tapping it. I'm not really blending because I think that I could use maybe another shade to just kind of blend this out. Okay, so we have the green showing up here. So I think that because I waited for a bit, my base has gotten a little bit patchy on my lids and there's like bits of white base flaking off. Okay, so that's a good to know tip if you're using the Alter Ego base. Don't leave it on your eyes and then run off and do stuff, because that's what I did. It's not really very easy to blend when your base is kind of doing that to you. But I'll make it work somehow or the other. But yeah, I really do like the pigment over here. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to be changing my brush, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I just got a better brush, and I'm going in now again on this side. This is a floofier brush. I like floofy brushes for the ends of my eyes because I just feel like the finish ends up becoming a lot softer. So here we are. You can see what I'm doing. So it is working very well. I do like this matte formula. I feel like it's very pigmented, and this is a gorgeous green shade which I would be happy to use like again. I think I'm just going to do the same buffing here just to get that color to kind of spread out a tiny bit more. Okay, so it looks like I went upwards over there, so I'm gonna have to do the same thing on this eye. Almost the same. Okay, so I'm just going to deepen this a bit more. I really like this green shade though. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I really love the color green, okay? It's like one of my favorite colors, and when I saw this palette and I saw green shifts and these greens were just so incredible, I felt like I had to get the palette and use it. So I do want to start off with a green look, obviously. So let's go in with another matte shade. I'm going to take the shade, I think, Martin Summers. So it's a brighter green shade over there. I just want to gently add that on the top. I don't want too much because I don't feel like I need it. I'm just going to add a teeny weeny bit here. I think that's more than sufficient. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're just going to add a little bit of that on top and kind of blend it, but not too much. Just trying to see if it's equal. I think this could use a bit more green. Okay, so we have, I think it looks pretty equal, like from what I'm looking at. So we can go in with another shade now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this again with a base. So I'm going to take my Alter Ego base and we're just going to reinforce that, and then we're going to go in with the shimmer. Yeah. So if you've got hooded eyes, sometimes you like to get the eye looking bigger. It's always good to do what I'm doing right now, which is to make the cut crease higher than your actual crease, because that's how you're going to get really good colors on. Okay, so I'm so excited now. We're going to go into the multi-chromes. It's so hard to pick what to use, but I'm going to go in with Frank Bertinetti, which looks really pretty. It's like a gold kind of green. That's the color. And I'm going to put that here in the inner corners. I think I'm just going to stamp it where I want it. In that inner corner right here. Okay, this one is a creamy formula from what I'm seeing. It's also a bit flaky. I think that should do it. I think I've taken it pretty high up on my eye. It's so creamy. The consistency is very, very creamy for this particular shade. Like, it really feels like a cream eyeshadow almost. So yeah, I'm glad that it kind of got to that light green part over there. Okay, let's go in with Nelson Ravik. I hope I'm saying that right, because I know this was inspired by the Arrow show, but I didn't actually watch that. Oh my gosh, the shade. That one is beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love this green. Oh my gosh, like this is beautiful. That green is gorgeous. And again, it kind of just glides on. It's so creamy. Very, very creamy consistency. I don't want the whole eye to be shimmery. I'm going to grab a bit more of Edward Rasmus, and I'm just going to go over this. Wow, this really is such a Christmassy palette. I love it. Like, I really, really do. I think it looks incredible. And what are we seeing? 3 colors showing up here. You can see gold and 2 greens, like a greenish kind of gold showing up, and it's going into that green. And then let me see. You can see any shifts. So I can kind of see like a bluish purple showing up on, yeah, I can see that coming where I applied the deeper green, and it's really, really beautiful. Very, very pretty. So happy with this one. Okay, let's go into the next eye and finish that up. I decided to go one eye by one eye because sometimes when you try to apply your base too quickly, right, it dries and then it becomes flaky, so I didn't want that. That's why I decided to go one eye by one eye. So I'm just going to reinforce my base here. Okay, so I did spoil that a bit. I will clean that up with a Q-tip because I don't want eyeshadow there. Okay, I'm going in now with Frank Bertinelli. Okay, and now I'm going in with the second shade. So there was a bit of fallout. There was a little bit of fallout because it is a bit flaky. So I would be careful when applying the shade. Just make sure that you have your base on there already, and you should be fine. And use a brush that can really, really blend the shade out well. So I'm just bringing that in. I'm a fan of that second green shade. I really, really do love it. This really feels like a very flaky kind of, you know, green formula, but I just love the way that it looks. I think it's so, so pretty. So again, just taking a matte and going over that, because I don't really want it to feel like there's a disconnect between the shades. I really like the way this is looking. I think this is very, very beautiful. I need to go and clean up my face because there is a bit of fallout happening, so I'm going to go and do that, and then we'll come back and finish up the look. The thing is that I use the Alter Ego base and it always turns my eyelashes white, and I really don't like that, so I'm just going to go in with my Benefit Fan Fest mascara. I really love this mascara. I think it's really nice, and I like the shape of the wand as well because it's curved and it just makes life so much easier. So I don't want to get too much mascara. I just want to dye my lashes back to black, essentially, because I really, really don't like having white eyelashes. It just looks weird. And you know, like when I'm wearing my other lashes, which I generally add on like later, they just look so weird, and you can see them sticking out in, you know, all the photographs and everything, and I just don't like that. So at least if I just do one tiny coat of this, my eyelashes are back to black, and you know, I don't have to worry too much about that. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to do. I really don't actually wear mascara that much. I want to do foundation, so I'm going to go in with my Yensa, and I'll finish that and come back. Alright, so I just went and I added in my foundation, and I'm just taking a little bit of that same green that I had added at the end and just taking that a little bit under the eye. Again, don't really want to add too much because I kind of avoid touching the skin around my eyes nowadays as much as possible. So I just do very minimal blending, and I just leave it at that, and that's all I do. And if I need to correct anything, then I also correct as I go along. Now I'm going to go in for my blusher. I already went in and I added my eyelashes. We're going to use the shade Desire. I really love my Armani blushers, which is why I keep reusing them again and again. I just think that they are so, so nice. So this is a Yensa brush, and it really gets the color and like whatever pigment you're using to kind of just focus into like one spot. And I really, really like that feature, so that's why I'm using this. And you can blend it really well into your skin too. So the Yensa foundation has like a just look at that the way that it's blurring the pores, incredible. But basically the Yensa foundation has a very wet kind of finish, and that can work, you know, in certain situations, but I think it depends on what you like. In this current instance, I think I'm more hoping for a dry kind of matte finish, so that's why I'm like, I don't mind a little bit of shine, but I mostly want it to be matte, so that's why I'm using this to kind of go over that. I'm just gonna add a teeny weeny bit more here so that the camera is able to pick that up, because usually I don't add enough and then you never see my blush when I take the photos. So yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna add a teeny bit more here. But I'm seriously obsessed with the Armani blushers. They're incredible, absolutely incredible, and I would repurchase them. This is a product that I would buy on my own without complaining at all. Like, I think that it's worth it for what it does to your skin. Alright, so we have the blusher done. Okay, now let's go and do our lips. Alright, so there's only one thing that I can use on my mouth right now and that I want to use on my mouth right now, and that's this. This is the Lime Crime Cherry Slime lip gloss, and it's just perfect. It's green, my eyes are green. I don't feel like I want to do lipstick for this particular look because the eyes are so beautiful and so dramatic, so I feel like a gloss would be absolutely perfect. Now I do have a dress that I wanted to add into this video, so I'm going to go get the dress on, put on my earrings and everything, and then I will come and wear my gloss with you. Alright, so I pushed the camera back as much as I can, and this is the dress. So from River Island, but I really love the dress, I love the color, and this is how I would style it. I just want to add on my gloss, but this is basically all I am doing for this look. I don't think that I'm gonna add a lipstick. Hey everyone, this is the finished look. So you saw the dress that I would pair it with. It's this beautiful, beautiful green dress that I got from River Island, and I was quite young when I actually got this dress. I've been wearing this for about 10 years now, and it still fits, and I'm so thankful for that. And the earrings are also really, really old. These were kind of in fashion like 10 years ago, and I still wear the same ones. I do have to declutter a lot of my earrings, to be honest, because I used to collect so much fashion jewelry, and I kind of feel like there's so many earrings right now, so many outfits that I don't think I would actually be wearing anymore. It's kind of crazy how 2 years can change so much. But yeah, I haven't seen my room, I haven't seen my closet or my clothes in 2 years, and you know, like I got some of them shipped over, but a lot of them, about half the collection, is still here, and you know, they need to be decluttered because there's so many things there's so many things in the closet right now that I have outgrown, and I don't think that I will ever go back to those things. So I was actually wondering about this dress. Let me know if you think it still can kind of work for me. I don't love the dress though, it's not my favorite dress, but I do love the color, and I think that's the main reason I actually picked it up even back then. So yeah, this is the first look using the beautiful Adept Inspired Cosmetics palette. So we used 4 shades. We went in with a lot of greens. We did this, and we did that green over there. Obviously, there are so many shades in here, and I'm going to be doing looks with every single shade. So if you want to see those, then stick around because we're going to be doing, a lot more looks with this palette. Like, I want to see how we can play around with it, how we can have some fun with it. I just want to enjoy myself, using this palette and giving you my thoughts on the way that it works and everything. I will include swatches in one of the videos, so stay tuned for that. But for today, that's all I have for you. So thank you for joining me today for this makeup video. I hope that you had a fun time with me, and I will see you soon for another makeup tutorial.